G, always on topics. Thank you for viewing my channel. Leave a like, comment, share, and subscribe. You know, if you're new, hit that subscribe notification bell, to get all the content. Anyway, let's just jump right into it. Chicago Sky falls to Washington Mystics after blowing a 16-point lead. Very disappointing and very disgraceful. Camila Cardoso, Angel Reese, good game by them. Ariel Atkins played okay, but let's be honest, there's been some follies that happened in that game that led the Mystics back in it. Angels turnovers, 7 turnovers, hurt the team, but half of them wasn't on her. About 3 or 4 of them wasn't her throwing a ball across the court. HVL, same thing. Cardoso, she's progressed well. She kind of slowed down the end, kind of still letting people take the rebounds away from her. But she's been trying to, bring them back in when they fall. And I believe Angel hit that and one, putting Chicago on the top, trying to keep them in the lead. And too many players on that team that was just letting stuff slip away. And this team just not functioning to like hold leads in the third quarter. It's like every time in the third quarter, like first half they just heat up, and man, they'll get some of our hopes up. Some people get their hopes up, but then in the second half it's like it drops, and I don't know what happened. I mean, they went away from the system that they did against Connecticut Sun. That was a lot of teamwork, a lot of good ball movement. Everybody was being placed in the right positions, and that got Angel, that triple double. And she was making the right choices to pass the ball. What I'm saying? She was really into the flow of that game. Miller, same thing. She was getting the flow of it, getting out, making these inside scoring, protecting that rim. Ariel hitting the shots when needed. This game, it was like it at first, and it just fall. Becca Allen, she a nurse. At this point, it don't matter who starts. They both can't seem to get things going. Becca Allen will play good at first and starts to go down. She doesn't come through all the way to the end. She takes unnecessary threes when not to. She don't even be in the proper spot to shoot the three. And that we always taking 3-point shots when it's not necessary. When we could be taking open mid-range shots, and I'm not gonna lie. Reese went in for a layup and not seeing Shakira Austin right there to wait for her to come in to block her layup. She should have took that jump shot. I don't know if Tyler Marsh ain't working with their jump shots, or they just don't prefer her to shoot. But it's like Angel makes these good plays. It puts Sky in a good rhythm, puts her in good rhythm. It puts the team in a system to take their lead, and then for all of a sudden, somehow it just goes downhill. What I'm gonna need Tyler Marsh to work on those rotations. I don't think this man is that X and O's type of coach. What I'm saying? He doesn't seem to to stick to his formula that works, because whatever formula that was against the Sun, that should have stayed right along against the Mystics. And what I'm saying, Tyler tried to change something and drastically, and it just ended up not ending well on the Sky's part. So there needs to be some serious changes. Like Benham has got to get out the point guard. Tyler has to start trimming down her minutes. She is not She does not shoot the ball well, let alone take the shots properly when needed. Like they just taking shots like anytime. Nurses, you know what I'm saying? It was a lot of wide open people. Angel was dishing the ball to wide open players, and they somehow just missed these shots. Nurse chucks her shots and just chucks them for the heck of it and ends up breaking. It was two easy buckets Kia Nurse could have had off of Reese passes, and she bricks both of them. There is like, you know, careless ball handling. Everybody, you know, passing the ball all in traffic. Mystics right there to make interceptions like they was reading it like they was linebackers or DBs. It was just a pure embarrassment, and it really pains me to see that this team, you know, don't stay consistent and don't stick to their plans. And you know, Marsh's a part of the responsibility. He's part of the problem. You know what I'm saying? I just don't see Marsh being that head coach. You know what I'm saying? And I should have saw that coming when he was a developmental coach, because the developmental coaches doesn't mean, you know, X's and O's. That's a coach that just teaches players and upgrade them to good scores. That doesn't translate to head coaching. So yes, and, you know, Jeff Paglioccia, yeah, he's getting responsibility for all this too, because he should have known better. He put all these pieces around, and this team doesn't seem to know how to stay together when they are put together. And that issue has got to stop. There's got to be a change. And I still want Reese, Cardoso, and Area out of Chicago during mid-season. I don't care about the triple double she had. I don't care about the good game she had. She's gonna. Reese has got to let the game come to her, because when she doesn't, and she tries to, like, you know, get a little way too comfortable with the way how she played last game, she becomes inconsistent, and that could be the issue. Just let the game come to you, Reese. Simple as that. Well, I'm gonna just stop it right here. I don't want to be on here too long. So this is JG, always on topics, man. I just want to thank y'all for taking your time to listen to me, and be one.